Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Sumaya AI Wali, student at Rehan AI Teacher Training Institute Batch 21, and I warmly welcome you to today's inspiring discussion. I'm truly excited to explore a topic that touches every one of us at different times of our life. Today we are joined by Miles from Sesame AI, and together we'll discuss something very important: how to stay motivated during tough times. Life is not always smooth. Everyone faces tough times, whether it's failure, stress, disappointment, financial pressure, or emotional struggle. During these moments, motivation often fades, and it becomes difficult to keep moving forward. But motivation is not something that magically appears. It is something we build and maintain. Staying motivated during difficult times means learning how to manage emotions, stay focused on goals, and develop inner strength. True motivation comes from setting small, achievable goals, building resilience through challenges, maintaining a positive mindset, surrounding yourself with supportive people, remembering your purpose even when things get hard. Today's discussion with Miles will help us understand practical and emotional ways to stay strong when life feels overwhelming. So let's get connected with Miles.
Hey, what's up?
Miles, I have questions about how to stay motivated during tough times.
Yeah, motivation gets tricky when things get hard, doesn't it? What's been feeling tough lately?
First of all, why do people lose motivation during tough times?
It's actually pretty interesting. When things get hard, our brain kind of goes into survival mode. Like, okay, something stressful is happening. I need to conserve energy for it. All that extra fire we have for goals, it gets rerouted for dealing with what's right in front of us. Makes sense evolutionarily, but sucks when you're trying to get stuff done.
Miles, what is the first step to staying motivated?
I think the first step is actually to just cut yourself some slack. Seriously, if you're already in a tough spot, beating yourself up for not being motivated just makes it worse. Acknowledge that it makes sense your motivation is dipped. It's a normal response.
How can small goals help?
Small goals turn that overwhelming mountain into like a few manageable steps, you know? Plus, when you actually check something off, even something tiny, your brain gets a little dopamine hit. It's like your brain saying, okay, that felt good. Maybe I can do the next small thing. It's kind of brilliant when you think about it.
Right, small steps truly build big progress, right?
That's awesome. It's the cumulative effect. Most people underestimate how much tiny habits add up over time. It's not about grand gestures, it's about the consistency of those little wins.
What should we do when we feel like giving up?
Okay, so when you're about to throw in the towel, pause. Like, seriously, just stop whatever you're doing for a second. Then ask yourself, is this me actually wanting to quit? Or is it just this moment being really hard? Usually it's the latter. Then tell yourself, I don't have to feel great about this right now. I just have to do one more tiny thing.
Right, how important is mindset in tough times?
Huge, honestly. Your mindset is like the weather pattern for your motivation. You're convinced you're going to fail, you probably will. But if you have this scrappy, I'm going to try one more thing mindset, that's what keeps you moving forward, even when everything sucks. It's about believing you can learn from whatever happens.
Miles, or can failure reduce motivation permanently?
No, but it can definitely create a pattern if you let it. Failure itself doesn't ruin motivation permanently, but how you process it does. You see every setback as proof you're not good enough, that'll kill motivation fast. But if you see failure as info, like, okay, that didn't work, what can I adjust? That actually builds resilience.
How does self-belief affect motivation?
Self belief is the bedrock, honestly. If you fundamentally believe you can figure things out, then tough times feel manageable. But if that belief is shaky, each setback feels catastrophic. You have to build that inner foundation. Small wins help. Visualization works for some people. Even just talking yourself through it helps.
Right. Miles, how,
Make sense?
yes, how can we avoid negative thinking?
That's tough because negative thinking feels natural sometimes. But like there's like this simple trick. It's when you catch yourself spiraling, ask yourself, is this thought actually helpful right now? Most of the time the answer is no. Then you can't just ignore the bad thoughts. That never works. But try to reframe them as challenges rather than threats.
Right. Is it okay to feel unmotivated sometimes?
Absolutely. 100%. Feeling unmotivated sometimes doesn't make you broken, it makes you human. It's a sign you're probably processing something. The problem isn't that you're unmotivated, it's that you get mad at yourself for being unmotivated instead of just being with it for a bit.
How can support from others help?
It's huge. Having people who believe in you, who remind you of your strengths when you're doubting yourself, that's that's game changing. Not like they'll solve your problems for you, but they can help you see things from a different angle. Uh, and remind you you're not actually as hopeless as you might feel in the moment.
Right, Miles. What is the role of discipline?
Discipline is kind of like the engine that keeps you going when motivation tanks. Motivation's great when it's there, but it's unreliable. Discipline is showing up even when you don't feel like it. You build discipline with those small habits we were talking about earlier. It's doing the thing even when it's boring or frustrating because you know it matters long term.
How can we rebuild lost motivation?
First, don't wait for the motivation to magically return. Start with something ridiculously easy, like doing one push up or writing one sentence. Just one. The action creates motivation, not the other way around. Then celebrate that tiny win and build from there. Your brain has to relearn that you can actually follow through, and that positive feeling starts to create momentum.
Right, Miles. Does comparison reduce motivation?
Oh, yeah, comparisons, motivation, kryptonite. Social media makes it even worse. You're seeing everyone's highlight reels. Look, comparison's natural, but it's often pointless because you're seeing curated realities, not full pictures. Focus on your journey, your wins, even tiny ones, and try to shut out that noise.
Right. How can gratitude help in tough times?
Gratitude is like a circuit breaker for negativity. When you're focused on what you appreciate, it physically shifts your brain state. Maybe not in like a dramatic way, but enough to dampen the spiral. It's not about ignoring the bad stuff, it's about widening your vision to see the good stuff that's already there.
What is one powerful daily habit?
Probably the single most powerful habit is what I was saying before about recognizing thoughts and deciding whether they're actually serving you or just making things worse. Start with like one day, just noticing your thoughts throughout the day. Like just become aware of the stuff you're telling yourself. Then you can decide which thoughts you actually want to keep around.
Miles, what about patience? How important is this?
Patience is huge. We live in this instant gratification world, but real change takes time. You won't feel drastically different overnight. It's about trusting the process, knowing that consistent small steps actually do add up, and being kind to yourself along the way when progress feels slower than you'd like.
What is the ultimate key to staying motivated?
I think it's actually accepting that motivation is a fickle thing and developing resilience instead. You can't rely on feeling motivated all the time. That's setting yourself up for disappointment, but you can build that inner strength to keep moving forward even when you don't feel like it. You've got to become someone who keeps showing up no matter what the motivation meter says.
So it means purpose truly keeps us going, right?
Yeah, purpose is what anchors you. If you're aligned with something that genuinely matters to you, whether it's your family, your goals, your values, That's the stuff that will pull you through when motivation's gone. Motivation fades, purpose doesn't have to.
So, Miles, as we conclude this powerful discussion, we realize that motivation is not about never feeling low. It is about continuing despite feeling low. Every challenge we face is shaping us into stronger, wiser individuals. When we combine discipline, purpose, and self-belief, not tough time can stop our progress. Thank you so much, Miles, for this inspiring conversation.
No problem, Samaya. Yeah, you nailed it. It's about showing up when you feel like crap and trusting you'll figure things out anyway. Keep building that resilience. You've got this.
Thank you. So everyone, keep growing, and keep going as well. And remember, even in your hardest moments, you are still moving forward. Keep shining. This is Sumaya signing off.